13 months since that sub-500 start to the 2017-18 campaign, the Jesuit Knights have added another Section 5 championship, along with a New York State Far West regional crown to their trophy case. With an 11-4 start to this season, including wins over reigning New York State champion Liverpool and Section 6 champion Niagara Falls, Jack Leisure's squad has its sights set on another title run.
Well, I think we have a group right now that has kind of experienced a run where we had to do it by becoming selfless and putting the team first, and so we have a bunch of guys that experience that, so that really helps to have had that success and that affirmation.
Guiding the McQuaid program is a coaching staff with unparalleled Division I playing experience. Leisure, who played college basketball at Division I Coastal Carolina, is joined by former high school teammates Ryan Patinella and Marty O'Sullivan. Patinella started his college career at the University of Pennsylvania before finishing at Virginia. O'Sullivan played 4 years at Division I Fairfield University.
It makes you confident as a head coach, because you have a group of coaches, even our varsity group, itself, but then also all the way down to the JV and freshman level, who all really, the basketball and the team is really important, so we're talking about it all the time. And, my dad's a realtor full-time, and all I get is voicemails from him all day on his thoughts about the team, so everybody's very bought in and very invested in the team. And to have a bunch of guys with a lot of experience, a lot of playing experience, there's no situation that one of us hasn't been in, if that makes sense.
Right.
So I think it gives you some confidence going into games. There's always a little apprehension when you have a big game or you're playing a tough opponent, and it eases it when you're doing it with close friends and teammates and what feels like family, and knowing that all of them have strong experience in the game and a lot of experience as players and as coaches in those situations. So we are very blessed to have that, and I don't know how long it'll last, but we're embracing it while we got it.
Well, there's 3 Division I players who came here who won a state championship, I think 3 sectionals back-to-back, so it's kind of just like, wow, I get to be around winners all the time, and they just have winning mentality, which is going to carry down to the rest of the team. So being around them brings a lot out of us, and it carries on to us with the winning mentality and just keeping a mentality of winning, just knowing that, hey, we lost this game, but the next one we're going to improve and we're going to do better, and we're just going to come back as a better team.
It's awesome. I mean, every time we watch film, there's stuff all 3 of them see. They're all pointing stuff out, and stuff that we would never know or realize, and it makes sense. And they're just giving us the recipe to win, and we just got to go out there and execute that.
Leisure has made the emphasis less about game results and more about each individual play and what can be done in any given sequence. This has allowed the players to grow and understand the game.
It's really easy to get so caught up in all the different things that need to happen over a course of a game and over the course of a season, and if you can simplify your mindset to just this practice, this drill, this possession, I think it's a lot easier. But that's a challenging thing, and it takes some maturity and some experience to embrace that, I think. For me as a coach, and the point of view I kind of want to get across to our guys is, from the outside, and the way you can easily look at it when you're around your peers and you're around kind of the way other people look at wins and losses, is it's really easy to get caught up in whether you won or you lost and what your record is. And for me, the things that we've been trying to focus on is a lot of times you win games and you didn't get better and you didn't do the things you needed to do, and then you lose games and you improved and you made strides as a group. And so we've been really trying to focus on that, because if the mindset is on that process and building and trying to get better in every practice and every game, then you're going to continue to progress as a group, and you're going to be focusing on the right things. And then I also think kids, it's hard to play under pressure and in big games if it's so important to win and it's so devastating to lose. So but on the other hand, everyone's a competitor and you just want to win too. So it's a hard thing, and I think that these guys have been really trying to get better over the last 12 months, and I think that's been the key to us having some success.
I think for us early on, it was One of the key things we had to focus on was being unselfish and being a team and focusing on the team and not individual stats. I think we've all just learned our roles, and I think that's why we've been so successful against other teams. We're just taking pride in ourselves because we know the moment we let up is the moment everything goes downhill. So we've just been taking it one game at a time.
Everyone is ready to go and has been ready to go since last year. And I mean, we've had the same coaching staff and everything. We have a great, great vibe with all them, and I mean, they're all great coaches. And every practice is run real hard, and every drill we go hard. We're all motivated to just keep getting better.
For Leisure, though, the opportunity to be the head coach of the McQuaid basketball program is a chance to honor the memory of longtime former Knights coach Joe Marchese.
I feel very honored to be able to be the coach, and what I say to these guys is let's honor what Coach Marchese has built. And so we're myself and Coach Ryan and Coach Marty and my dad, Coach Rick, are all sort of just trying to carry on the tradition that was built here.
In a 19-year career, the late Joe Marchese won 8 Section 5 titles and 3 New York State championships, including the 2003 team with Leisure, O'Sullivan, and Patinella on it.
They would tell us how practice would go and how hard they used to play and all the wins they used to have. And they're just translating all the stuff that they learned from him to us, and they want us to succeed as well as they did with him. And so we're just going out there and playing hard just for McQuaid and for our coaches and for Marchese.
It's nice to keep his winning legacy going, because there was a good time after him, once he retired, that we didn't win for a long time. So it felt good to just know that we're carrying on his legacy and him winning, because Jack was his player and Jack is now taking over as a coach, and he's carrying on his winning mentality.
I think the way how we honor Coach Marchese is win another sectional title, win another regional title, and the main goal is to win states. And I think that would mean a lot for Coach Marty, Coach Ryan, and Coach Leisure, because they were so close with that coach. And if we were put in, Coach Leisure's shoes, if one of our coaches died, I feel like we would have a chip on our shoulders. So I think that's how we collect ourselves now.
Let's go. I'll work on 3, 1, 2, 3. I'll work.
From McQuaid High School, this is Paul Gotham with the High School Sports Beat.